Wow, you welcome to Unhinged. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Unhinged Boys FX Spoiler Reviews. And today we are reviewing
Fallout.
Yeah, episode 2.
Episode 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And get episode 1. Last time we left off was with the ghoul and Lucy. And now this episode, we're going all over the place.
And it's really jarring.
Yeah, the editing is... I don't know why this episode in particular...
This season is just like, the editing's all over the place, and it's very much jarring.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I get used to it in later episodes.
You're going to have to just get used to it, because the editing all through this season is just like, it's going to be just that.
It's like, they're like, we got to tell you a certain amount of things.
Yeah, here's some pointless footage, and then... we're just gonna do time jumps where it's day, night, and it's gonna be just weird.
Yeah. Anyway, this episode, it starts with at a nice little town. Looks like we're back in time. Turns out we're in Shady Sands. Looks like everybody's doing real good. Everything's going great. You just figured out how to make unradiated water. And then all of a sudden, some guy walks in.
And he's just repeating himself.
He's doing it. That's an Easter egg. It's what every CNR agent said in the game, New Vegas.
What?
Patrolling the Mojave Wasteland makes you wish for a nuclear winter. That's what he said.
Well, anyway, he delivers a...
some guy saying that
nuke.
shit. He's, brings a nuke, and then they try to disarm it, but it doesn't work, and then the bomb goes off. Turns out it's Maximus's family, and that's how he survived.
They locked Maximus in a refrigerator, Indiana Jones style.
In a fridge, and he survived. And then it turns out, and then we go to the vault where Lucy stayed when she was a kid, and it turns out her dad...
is the one that sent it.
Yeah, because he has like a pit boy, and he's like, yes, pit boy. The pit boy said detonation.
Complete.
Yeah. And then we go forward in time where Maximus, he's like in power armor and he's shooting stuff. He's like shooting ghouls.
That's literally the next scene, pretty much.
And then they're like, we found it, and it turns out they found like a thing that would lead them to Area 51, which was basically like a place where they can make it look like they have enough power to like do something.
They literally show an alien in a freezer, and they're just like, "Oh, look at this!" Move the alien out of the way.
Screw that.
We got a freezer,
guys.
I'm gonna be honest. That part was really kind of disappointing, because I feel like they could have added some lore.
Well, they really wanted to show that these guys just
are idiots.
Yeah, all they give a fuck about is technology.
Well, still,
and how cool explosion.
I will say
because they found a car and then they blow it up.
So far throughout the season, the comedy really hasn't been hitting for me. It's been just way too stupid.
I think I've been starting to like this show a little more, mainly because of the lore.
I mean, I do like the show
because I've been watching like reviews and shit, like in-depth lore videos, and they're just like, "This is a lore thing." I'm like, "Oh, that's kind of cool."
Oh,
cool. It's cool.
Why'd you say "oh"?
I don't know.
Like
I said,
that.
Oh. I don't know why I said like
that.
Delete that.
That's a
lore
thing.
Delete it. It's a lore. Yeah, basically the need Area 51 to like get a bunch of other Brotherhood chapters to come and start war.
Yeah.
With the NCR for, I think, right? Against the NCR?
I don't remember, to be honest.
Or is it against the Commonwealth?
Commonwealth.
Oh, yeah. Which they're in they're in Washington, right? I'm pretty sure. Which, I don't know.
I think so.
Later on videos, they kind of, starting from here, they kind of just start dropping lore, like eventually find stuff out about like Commonwealth and what kind of path. We start finding out what paths were taken in each game, because these are kind of like canon to the game, but we just don't know what kind of canon yet, because that's kind of interesting what they did. They kind of did the opposite of what the fuck, of what Lord of the Rings did. Lords of Power. Rings of Power.
I mean, anything's better than that.
Because Rings of Power is just like, all right, so we're just going to kind of adapt a book and then skip timelines of that book so we can get to a point where we can just make shit up about shit. And then the surprise is, oh, what did they make up? This shit is like, they kind of, they knew what kind of endings were going to happen in the games and what happened between those, and they kind of continued that, but we're kind of guessing of what they're continuing off of, because there's like 50 different endings in each game. So it's pretty interesting. So I don't think yet we find out what really happens between the games, but I don't know. Either way, that happens, and then Lucy and then we see Lucy and the ghoul. They're chilling. Lucy's like, "Hey, let's go to this store. I'm hearing screaming." And then they go there, and then they see a woman, and then a rat scorpion shows up. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, but it yeah. Didn't they do like a bunch of like weird cuts? Didn't they like cut to Maximus' story as we were just fighting starting to fight the red scorpion?
I don't remember.
Either way, the ghoul finishes the rad scorpion off.
Yeah, they killed him, but he got poisoned, and they only got one stim pack because they're as bad as.
And this is the little.
They are also as bad as.
Shut up.
Storage management as Jared is in Fallout 76.
I'm perfect at storage management.
Every time we play, you're like, I'm out of stim packs, I'm out of ammo. I need ammo.
I'm barely getting by.
I'm hitting guys with a fucking rolling pin.
This is like the little branch off side quest thing. They took a detour from their main quest, which is Vegas.
And this is also when I start hating Lucy, because she ditches the ghoul.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, no, you're a murderer, blah, blah, blah. You'll heal.
Goodbye.
And
bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
And she just leaves him there. And then we do a bunch of time skips and whatever.
Yeah, I think there's like a flashback scene. And then we go to the vault. We go to What's His Nuts. They're like Lucy's brother.
Yeah. His story's kind of interesting.
He's like trying to like trick all of the. Because last time we seen him, he opened up all of the vault stuff.
Yeah.
Right? He opened up all the pods, the freeze pods, and was like, this is what's going to happen. But instead of like getting the guy to open the door, he's just like, all right, guys, figure out a way out.
Yeah.
Because he threw the brain guy into a trash can.
He's acting like he's the overseer.
I'm the overseer. I'm the guy. It's a test. Figure it out.
But I will say, they don't
basically. Actually, you're gonna say something.
I was gonna say, his the time they spend on him is very minuscule. I feel like.
And then they go back to him in a later episode. It was just like for like 2 seconds. Like what? What was
like they're almost treating it as if his story is not really all that important. And honestly, I would rather focus on his story for a little bit.
Yeah. So like, basically, We're just gonna finish up his story because we go like all over the place before we even go finish his
it's just gonna go back
so
and forth.
basically they find a way out basically, and then they go off into the wasteland instead of going back into the vault for some weird reason. I don't know. Anyway, they leave, and then now we're I guess we're back to Maximus. I don't know. He's like reading scripture, and then one of his friends comes to him and is like, "What are you doing? You're evil." And he's like, "Shut up! I'm doing the right thing," even though he doesn't know what he's doing.
And he keeps trying to we also keep focusing on these idiots in the power armor suit that's like messing with like gamma grenades or something like that.
Plasma grenades.
They're just like tossing them around, and like Maximus has to go and shut them off.
Yeah, but that's like later. But basically, after that scene, we go to like Lucy, who's being led by this person who's basically a servant for, spoiler alert, the Legion. Which, by the way, now
is the worst group.
By the way, in later episodes, you show that, the next episode shows that it's really stupid that lady is going back to the Legion.
Yeah.
Why would you go back? Anyway, they go back. They go there, and then Lucy basically just gets captured.
Yeah.
And then we go back to Maximus, and then Maximus is watching a fight. This guy's in power armor. This guy's fucking with a plasma grenade. He stops that. And then at one point, some guy's like, "Hey, heard you killed this whatever the fuck person." And he's like, "Yeah, so what?" And he's like, "Let's fight." And he's like, "Let me get my power armor." And he's like, "No. Okay, we're gonna do skin to skin." Max was like, "That's weird, but all right."
So he's taking off his jacket or whatever, and the guy just punches him.
It's obvious that the fucking head guy just wants to test Maximus or either kill him at this point, because he just doesn't really give. Because it's showing that guy does not.
The guy literally brought out a knife.
Maximus is fucking stupid. Anyway, that's later episode. Anyway, the guy just pulls out a knife, and then Maximus kills the guy, and then his friends just shakes his head and goes, "Oh yeah," and then like the guy just shows up. He's like from the Commonwealth. He's like, "Hey, did I fuck up a war thing?"
I think he's in the games.
No, that's a different guy. That's Maximus or whatever.
Are we sure that's not Paladin Dan's?
No, that's a different guy. Because in like a later episode they mentioned the guy. And he's like, "I hope that what's his face will be favorable to us." In a later episode. And then that's kind of the end of the episode. That one guy shows up.
Yeah, that's kind of it.
Yeah, and then
Lucy's just walks straight into the Legion.
Oh yeah, and then Lucy's dad blows up a bunch of rats and then a guy's head.
Yeah, by the way, I want to talk about that part. They just kept doing that over and over and over and over again, and it got really annoying to see.
No, it's basically just the whole episode.
Like, nothing was actually, like, interesting going on with her dad. We didn't...
I mean, the beginning part of this episode is interesting, but then the rest just went down.
It was just kind of filler, it felt like. These were not, like, the best first two episodes that I would have started a season off with.
Yeah, it gets a little better. I'm hoping by the way, the season, it's only like 8 episodes.
Great.
So we're halfway there. Fallout episode 3, season 2. Yeah. So basically, this episode we start off at Thaddeus from the first season, who we thought was dead, or at least a ghoul, but he is kind of partially a ghoul, and he's
probably not a ghoul. Actually,
And right now,
mutating into something.
And now he's like in charge of like this factory where he basically has a bunch of like human kids and ghoul kids
working together, making soda.
They're not making soda. They're taking bottle caps off the soda.
Oh.
And harvesting the bottle caps because that's money.
Oh.
So basically, he's just using the kids to harvest the bottle cap mine, the money mine.
Oh.
And then basically he gives them like a speech. He's like, guess what? Remember, other kids would be dead by now. And then, yeah.
By the way, this is pretty much
And then we're like, what?
Maximus episode?
Is it?
I think. Or it was supposed to be?
I mean, it's whatever episode.
Okay.
It's not. The last episode was supposed to be the Maximus episode.
Okay,
but then,
whatever.
And then they fucking they get fucking Lucy and Ghoul, and then they vote their own episode, and then at one point they're like, you know what, it'd be boring if we just only had Maximus shit going on. And it also wouldn't work. They probably just did this shit because they realized they didn't have enough shit to go off for 4 episodes. But anyway, because every episode's like exactly 45 minutes, probably 40 minutes. Anyway, episode 3. We go into is it Lucy? Are we going to Lucy next?
I don't know. Honestly, anyway, it's so hard to remember.
Anyway,
it should be easy, but it's not.
Anyway, Lucy, she's in the camp, Legion camp. This is also kind of a cool scene or whatever. She's like getting carried, like, marched at gunpoint.
The person she arrived with immediately dies.
Yeah, because some guy is just like, you lost your guy? Bam, you're dead. Then that makes me think, why the fuck would you come back here? You know the rules. What the fuck? Run away. You're free.
To be honest, this episode also feels like filler.
And then it turns out the guy that killed that lady is Macaulay Culkin. Hey, he's got a job.
Yeah.
He's doing shit.
He's coming back.
He's back. And
he's slowly coming back.
He's probably going to be in like one more episode towards the end.
Hopefully, honestly.
Hopefully there's like a big battle towards all of the shit that happened. Because it kind of looks like that's kind of what it's going down to. It's like a smaller scale version of like the Fallout game.
Yeah.
It's all leading into like a big battle between like a small little band of people and like
they're also telling Lucy, by the way,
the little grabs of the fucking land,
that they're at war with the camp literally right next to them. Yeah,
because like it turns out the leader from the New Vegas games died and then left like a note of their new successor, but everybody was like, no, I am. And then whoever the fuck goes to that body, somebody gets shot because somebody's like, no, fuck you.
So they literally hang Lucy up.
So there's 2 Caesars now, and then Lucy basically talks her way onto a cross.
Yeah.
That's it. That's her story. And then we go to the ghoul, and then the ghoul's like, we need to go save her.
Well, he was still laying there, and then he just automatically, like, is just there.
He's fine. And then, like, he's, like, there, and then, like, he sees, like, all right, I can't do this. Let's go to the NCR. And then he goes to this one camp where the NCR would be. But then he just finds, like, one of the Securitron droids there. And then he talks to him, and he's like, all right, cool. Thanks for letting me know where the rest of this NCR is. He goes to those guys. Turns out it's just 3 dudes. And they're like, yeah, we're trying to get to the rest of our guys. And he's just like, stop fucking kidding yourselves.
Yeah.
And then basically he's just like, all right, well, fuck you. And then takes her drugs and then leaves.
And then he's like, I'm going to go get Lucy.
Yeah, and then at the same time, we're seeing like different backstories between him talking to this guy or whatever, and then some other bullshit happens. Turns out that guy he talks to in the bathroom, it is House.
Yeah, no, I know that. Well, anyway, he's talking to House.
Yeah, nothing really interesting happens there. So anyway, we go.
Although the ghoul is having like a realization moment that maybe what he needs to do is
not be a dickhead.
He kind of needs to do
Do some good shit.
Yeah, be a hero.
Sometimes a soldier kills, not because he...
Honestly, it was a lot more interesting than what the hell was going on with the other, like, part of the episode.
Alright, so now we're going to go to Maximus' story before we finish up the Ghouls and Lucy story.
Yes.
And then, so basically...
The guy that showed up last episode at the Brotherhood of Steel, he kind of goes off on, like, a little... like fun little get out with him.
Yeah, but before that, Maximus is like listening to like the leader of like their chapter or whatever, and he's just like, everybody's fucking backing out of the war, fuck. And Maximus is like, what if we just kill this guy? And he's like, that would start a war, dumbass, leave. And then that one guy comes up and is like, Maximus, hang out with me. And then they're on a chopper, and then at one point he's just like, hey, so give me that fucking that energy source you guys got. He's kind of acting like, honestly, like...
He's kind of threatening him also.
Not really threatening. He's just kind of treating him like a dumbass, because he's just like, he's just acting...
He's talking down to him at least.
He's basically doing that, but Maximus is buying into it. He's like, oh yeah, that's cool. I want to be a cool guy.
And the guy's like, yeah, if you don't give it to me, we're just going to try to fight over it or get it anyway. And we're going to be against each other on the battlefield, and you don't want that.
You don't want that now. All right. Yeah, so basically they see an energy signature, so they go there. They go to this factory, and they beat up a robot. And it turns out it's the same factory that the guy...
That Thaddeus is at.
Yeah, and then the children are at. And then the one guy that Max is hanging out with is just like, all right, Smooth Skin's over here. Mutants over here. And then he's about to kill all the mutant children. And then Thaddeus shows up and is like, hey, hold on. I understand I don't have any leverage, but can you not kill him? And then Maximus is like, yeah, don't fucking kill him. And then
the guy's just losing his fucking mind.
The guy's like, no, this is what you guys are, fucking abomination. Because honestly, that is legitimately that's what every Brotherhood of the Steel's chapter is mainly about. That's what their main thing in the Codex is. Because see, here's the thing, their whole thing is that they want to take technology, not just because they want to, it's because they want to make sure nobody does anything like what happened with the nukes ever again. And also, those mutants there, ghouls, are basically just huge reminders of what the fuck, of what bad technology can do. Or whatever, so they're just like, that's a no-go. We can't have that. We can't have evidence of that. That can't be a thing. If you guys exist, it's fucked. But the NCR, weirdly enough, they actually are cool with ghouls. Everybody else is. The Brotherhood are kind of the only people that aren't. Because the NCR, they started having, like in New Vegas, they started having like things like giving ghouls rights and shit. But the Brotherhood still is like, no, they're the same as super mutants. Same shit, different day. And then fucking Max is like, fuck it, and smashes him and kills him.
With a super sledge.
With a super sledge, yeah, more fucking...
And then he's just like, hey.
More references. And then it's like, yeah, I think I just started a war. And then we go back to Lucy, and whatever, because I feel like maybe this is how the episode should have ended. This is not how the episode ended, but I feel like this is how it should... But, no, it should have ended with, like, this, basically.
Yeah.
But no, it ended with Maximus stuff. But anyway, basically, it just starts, basically, with Lucy. She's, on the cross. And then, the ghoul just shows up there. Just appears.
Yeah.
He's just in there. He's just walking around. It looks like a fucking, an illusion, because like she's like all dazed and shit, and just like, how the fuck did you get in here?
Yeah.
He's just walking, and then like he just goes to like where like the cane is, like where one of the Caesars is, where Macaulay Culkin's at, and then
he's like, "Hey, I'll tell you where the
hey, I got some
NCR is."
information, and they're like, why don't we just torture you? Macaulay Culkin says that, and then he's like, well, why would you do that when you guys could
go finish off the NCR?
Go finish off the last of the NCR, and then
not
like,
that it matters.
Hell yeah! All right, here you go. You can let it. And then they all start preparing, and then he's leaving, and then he's just like, damn, I don't know if I did a good thing or a stupid thing. And then he blows up TNT in one of the camps, and then all the camps start fighting, which is a pretty good end to a fucking, which would have been a pretty good end of the episode instead of fucking, bam, being like, all right, what the fuck now, Maximus? What are you gonna do now that you killed that guy?
Oh.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe you should have thought about it. Maybe you should have thought about who the
really
fuck... Really think about it. It's like, maybe you should have thought about who the fuck you're hanging out with. This whole thing is just Maximus not knowing what the fuck he's doing. Like, what the fuck?
Like, what are you even doing with the Brotherhood still? Like, what are you doing?
What are you, like, exactly. Like, now I know I get what the friend was like, bro, what are you doing? You literally, like, it's obvious you don't want to be here. And it's also weird that he didn't know any of that. He's been with the Brotherhood for, like, his whole life. He literally... He was a child, and he didn't know. He didn't read the fucking codex. He's a fake. He's a faker. He's a poser Brotherhood. No wonder the fucking one guy wanted to kill him in the last fucking episode. Fuck. No wonder why he's been pissed off at him. I would have been pissed off too. It's like, you don't know her fucking shit. All you do is you act like you're fucking king shit when you're fucking not. You killed one of my guys, so now, but you brought us to fucking shit, so if I kill you, I look like an asshole. That's basically why you left him alive. Because he brought him the goddamn energy source.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, like...
And everybody loves Maximus now, so fucking...
The whole season, he's been acting like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Honestly, they kind of made me like Maximus at first. Until, like, these last 2 episodes. And I'm just like, oh, so, okay, never mind. He never fucking changed. This is just his fucking character. He's an undecisive fucking asshole.
That, and it really kind of just seems like they just don't know what to really do with Maximus at this point.
It's like, what...
He just seems confused.
It seems like anything at that point past that could have fucking made him change his mind. Like, that's all it took. Like, he didn't go across this at any other point. They didn't go. Oh yeah, ghouls and ghoul children. Yeah, kill them on sight. And then he was just like, oh, okay.
I don't.
I mean, I guess
I don't understand Maximus' character.
Granted,
honestly,
one of the ghouls was his friend, and I guess that kind of made him more eager to kill the guy. But I don't know,
bro. Like, I don't even think that they even know what Maximus character.
I don't even know what Maximus is gonna do anymore. Especially after this next episode we're gonna go into. Like, fuck. And you think I'm gonna be pissed?
I'm gonna be honest.
I'm pissed now.
It's
not
great so far.
I like the ghoul stuff. I like the sledge. I like the super sledge.
I'm gonna be honest. When that guy and Maximus was like in the bottle factory,
yeah,
it just felt like a PlayStation commercial for a new Fallout game.
PlayStation.
It literally felt like we were just going to get another Fallout game that's co-op.
Yeah, right. So, yeah. Come back next time when we will review episode 4. We're halfway there, baby. We're halfway there.
Yeah.
Bye.